Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liesl, and if you're new, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and leave a comment for future content.
Social media is becoming a big problem in this society and taking a toll on mental health through from teenagers to young adults. So, is social media controlling or manipulating us, or are we ignoring our individual responsibilities? Social media is controlling us and how we live our lives. We are struggling to control ourselves and take a break, as the social media algorithms are used to show us content that will draw us interest and keep us on screens for longer. Some of the issues raised that were in the Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma, were the democracy dilemma, the discrimination dilemma, and the mental health dilemma.
I think one of the biggest issues in this world for people around our age is the mental health issue. Some people devote their lives to social media and must record their whole life and show what they do. When they don't, their audience attacks them. People also take a massive toll on their mental health, and people can attack each other through the screens, as they are either friends over the internet or are too scared to talk to them in real life.
The Netflix original The Social Dilemma was released in 2020 and directed by Jeff Blavatsky. The film takes a deep dive into the world of social media. The Social Dilemma examines how large social media corporations, such as Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, utilize algorithms to influence consumers and create addiction to their services. It also depicts, quite correctly, how platforms acquire personal data in order to target users with adverts, and how they have mostly been uncontrolled until this point. The documentary aims for us to take a break and rethink our life around social media and how it's affecting us and some traditions, such as eating around a dinner table without any devices. Social media in the documentary is displayed and portrayed both the good and the bad. The documentary represents social media as a bad thing, and it's controlling and manipulating us so that social media companies can make plenty of money. In the documentary, it shows three middle-aged men standing around a semicircle, also known as a control desk, and in front of them was a hologram of Ben. The idea of this was to show how they were controlling Ben and choosing content for him that would keep him on his screen for a very long time. The power of social media is displayed in the video as they get professionals that have worked at many leading social media companies to come in and have an interview and tell us more about how the social media companies work. The people that used to work for major companies really sat down and examined what goes on behind the scenes for people to be able to scroll on their phone for hours. I have chosen the issue to investigate is the mental health dilemma and the discrimination dilemma. The main issue is that millions of people are becoming addicted to social media, which is damaging to our health. And even if you're not on social media, those same strategies can quickly lead to an addiction to monitoring your email inbox. The main issue I've chosen to investigate is the mental health dilemma. Many people in 1 year commit suicide because of cyberbullying or people that are over the internet, which puts their mental health at risk. Chat rooms and discussion boards on social media platforms may put vulnerable populations at danger by influencing suicide decisions. Interactions in the chat room may promote peer pressure to commit suicide or insist suicide pacts. In the end, these encounters may help those who are unsure about suicide to overcommit. People are using social media to leave suicide notes, which looks to be a growing trend. Suicide notes placed on social media instantly shared with the world and may affect actions of people who come across them. This issue was displayed in the documentary as it was showing how affected and addicted teenagers and adults can be, and you even can walk around a place like Grand Central and find kids with an iPad or screens in their faces just watching YouTube. People aged 13 to 16 reveal that females who use social media often are at increased of mental health problems. Disrupted sleep and increased exposure to cyberbullying account for over 60% of the impact and psychological discomfort. Cyberbullying, sleep, physical activity are accounted for around 12% of social media's influence on psychological distress for boys in the same age cohort, indicating that an additional indirect process appearing to be driving the impacts of social media on boys' mental health. We are ignoring our social responsibility and taking a break from our social media to take a break from our phones. Instead of putting them down and walking to see our friends or catching up with them, people get targeted through screens because some people don't have the confidence to talk to them in person. I would like you to take some time to think about this situation and think about how many of your friends are impacted and check in on their mental health. Not over the phone, but in person, and take a break from your devices and look into the real world and live a little and take some adventures with your family and friends. Maybe you should start leaving your phone at home on the charger and go outside and spend some time with your family. Some ways to get rid of your addiction to devices are such things as take a digital detox. That's including leaving your phone at home for at least a day. Do not sleep with your phone in your room. Charge it outside your room, or simply turn off the notifications. To turn off the notifications, you simply swipe down, hold that in, and press that. And it's as simple as that. And your notifications will not come through then. Once more teenagers and young adults get this message, more people will start taking breaks from their phone and going out to socialise. What would you do about this issue? How could you change for the better? Social media is tearing apart our communities and making people more distant through social media, affecting teens' mental health and splitting up people and communities. Young teenagers are ending their own life, and people are completely shutting themselves out from the real world. Thank you guys for watching this week's vlog. Please like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you next week.